I'm happy to be with you. Everybody in this room had something else to do besides being here, so I want to thank you. I want to thank you. The principles and the values that you share and cherish are now under assault in a way probably that is almost unprecedented in many respects. When you look around the world, when you look at the assaults on religion, the oppression, the 6 million refugees that have come out of Syria, the 400 and some that have been slaughtered by barrel bombs and precision-guided weapons by the Russians. You saw in the paper this morning that 2 boats with couple hundred people just drowned trying to achieve what all of us are here to try to cherish and continue. We're in a very dangerous world, and I think that your work is probably more important and more valued throughout the world than at any time in the many long years that many of you in this organization has been in being. There's cowardly acts going on as we speak. I understand that the University of Maryland, I believe, or Virginia, Georgetown, they're all the same. Georgetown, this morning, that there's evidence of some anti-Semitic graffiti at Georgetown, one of the most cherished institutions in America. So in the first 2 months of 2017, as you know, at least 98 threats were made against JCCs and Jewish day schools at 81 locations in 33 states, including my home state of Arizona. This year, I joined 100 senators in sending a letter to the new administration urging them to assist and protect these religious institutions under assault. It's glad to see the Senate pass legislation to help the Department of Education investigate incidents of discrimination. When it comes to discrimination, the Jewish community is not alone, as you know. There's countless acts of violence, intimidation, and harassment directed at people based on their race, gender, ethnicity, and sexual orientation. They're unacceptable in America, and they're unacceptable in the world. We must fully investigate and prosecute incidents of anti-Semitic, racist, or bigoted violence. America was built. I don't know if many of you saw the piece I had in the New York Times yesterday morning. I hope that you had a chance to look at it. Basically, what I was saying was in response to Mr. Tillerson, our new Secretary of State's comments about, well, if American interests are really involved, we don't really have to worry too much about American values. My friends, I will be brief, but the reason why the 20th century was the American century was because of American exceptionalism. I started out that piece yesterday, in case you missed it. When Nathan Sharansky, after finally the Berlin Wall came down, Nathan Sharansky, one of the great heroes of our generation, said, when Ronald Reagan spoke my name, it ricocheted all around the Gulag, and it gave us hope. I think I mentioned in that story about how our North Vietnamese captors used to tell us that nobody cared about us and we would never go home because it was a way of breaking our will. And if you wanted your treatment to improve, you had to cooperate, confess to war crimes, etc. And it's hope that gives us strength. It's hope that gives us the ability to resist the darker angels of our nature, but also so much of the world today that is in the throes of dictators, of people who routinely abuse human rights, and others, which unfortunately, in my view, is on the rise. When you look at some of the Eastern European countries today, like Hungary, for example, and you look at other countries where it's headed in the wrong direction. So I would argue that your work today is far more important than it has been in other times in the past. I'm grateful for it. I don't have to tell you what you should do, and I don't have to tell you what you stand for. I'm here to say thank you. Thank you for what you stand for. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. There are people who are being assisted by you and maybe even saved, whose names you will never know. But what you have done is what makes America and the world a better place. My friends, we've been fighting this whole issue about people who have come to our country and how well they're accepted or not. But the fact is, America is a great nation. We're the exceptional nation. We are a nation that is a beacon of hope to people all over the world. And if we betray those fundamental principles, we will just be another nation. I thank you.